In this world, there are always legends that, true or not, always leave us thinking. From centuries ago to the present day, there is always something to tell, mysterious or perhaps spooky. Let's embark today into the legends of Italy. The light oil is a cave, which is the result of the action of water rich in carbon dioxide, which dissolves the limestone of the Consiglio. Consiglio is a high plateau between the provinces of Treviso, Belluno and Pordenone, with a geography rich in caves and forests. Legend tells of the Anguanas, a mysterious breed of wicked water nymphs, lurking in the depths of an underground cavern beneath the northern Italian mountains. With toothless heads crowned with sharp, pointed threads and menacing long, deadly nails, these wicked creatures cast a sinister shade over the land. Legend wants that those brave enough to venture near this forgotten cavern do so at their own peril, for these mythical creatures are known to be both beautiful and kind, but also perverse and deadly. The airy glow of the campfire spilled out from within the mouth of the mysterious cave, foretelling of the wicked secrets that lurked within. For it was within these shadows that the nefarious creatures would congregate after a day of hunting the innocent children, who had strayed too deep into the dank woods of Santa Cruz. These monsters would feast on their little prey they had caught and return to the cave to bask in the light of their sinister deed. And so it was that the neighboring townspeople gave the infamous lair the name the Hall of Light. It was a dark night when two unsuspecting children ventured into the foreboding depths of the forest. They sought solace, but instead found an ancient witch's ceremony held in the airy, misty air. Before they could flee in terror, the ground below them began to tremble, a cleft carved of the hard earth separating them from the wicked witches. In an instant, the fire that had lit their wicked ritual was extinguished. The earth's sheer might swallow all evil in its depths. The children were spared, brought to safety by their families. In another tale, brave men ventured into the hazardous wilderness in an effort to rid the forest of the malevolent elves who roamed in the shadows. The heroes were captured and in danger of being sacrificed, as the wicked creatures prepared a great bonfire in their honor. Yet, before the flames could reach them, the ground beneath their feet opened, a deep chasm swallowing the loathsome elves in an instant. The men were freed, the evil forever vanquished from the forest. Another legend says that there are women in the abyss who work day and night for their master. Just with the beginning of this story, guys, calm down, we all know that it is a legend. And some say these women have brooms that can fly. And here we know that it is not real. Deep in the heart of downtown Milan, the bustling economic, fashion and financial capital, there lurks a seemingly unexplainable phenomenon known as the Lady in Black, or the phenomenon of Sampione Park. Spanning an impressive 400,000 square meters, the park is not only the largest public garden in Milan, but also a renowned tourist destination located in close proximity to the renowned Sforzesco Castle. As legend has it, on still summer evening, especially at dusk, a mysterious woman dressed entirely in black can be seen walking through the park, with her face hidden beneath a black veil. It was not until the late 19th century when these tales of a ghostly presence in Sampione Park between the Sforzesco Castle and the Arco della Pace began to circulate. Reports suggest that on cloudy afternoons, freshened by the smell of a rare winter violet, a distant figure could be seen, steadily growing larger as it began to make its way towards the passerby. The woman, dropped in her characteristic Florence black garment, rudely snatched her victim's hand and led them down to the secret garden passes to the supposedly large villa. Once inside, the lady in black exposed her guest to a dizzyingly enchanting sequence of partner dances. Next, the mysterious woman invited her companion to a canopied bed, never to take off her veil. It was only upon uncovering her face that her lover's nightmare became a reality. Beneath the veil lay a skull with empty eye sockets gazing back at him. Numerous eyewitnesses describe the lady in black as flighty and shy, never wishing to draw too much attention. She is said to frequent the paths close to the artificial lake, only so long as she is not disturbed by the sounds of shrieking or laughter. At the sight of humans, the lady in black is said to vanish into quaint stories suggest into a new dimension she creates particularly for herself. Allegedly, she leads her chosen ones to a room lit by solemn chandeliers complete with antique furniture and tapestries, all overshadowed by a bed where a young girl with black hair and fair complexion lays inside a coffin. As you can see, love at first sight is not always the best thing. It is said that in the 1990s, in southern Italy there was a rumor of a black ambulance that roamed the streets of the cities looking for children to kidnap. The beginning of this legend seems to have been since the discovery of a dead, eyeless child near Lake Penne. Parents, frightened by the tale of this ambulance that roamed mainly near schools and bus stops, began to accompany and pick up their children whenever they had to go somewhere, never tiring of repeating,
"Don't talk to strangers. Don't accept anything from people you don't know."
The story of the ambulance shocked adults and children, provoking real phobias. Children refused to go to school, the gym or the cinema. Parents called the police at the slightest delay of their beloved children. The ambulance was a van with a mobile operating room, parked in front of the schools. It waited for possible prisoners. From that year on, there were many complaints and a lot of paranoia. There were also speculations about what happened to the abducted children, the most common being that they were used for organ trafficking. You can imagine the climate of terror that prevailed at the time and how the rescuers and the police were viewed. Yes, because it seems that in the black ambulance there were 2 nurses and 2 fake policemen who, after having identified the child to be kidnapped, invited him to follow them, to get into the ambulance with excuses like,
"Your parents had an accident, get in and we will take him to them."
It is said that many children have been kidnapped, but in reality these stories have not been confirmed. But the fear of children being kidnapped continued to torment the minds of parents for a long time. Then, the case of a little boy was published. The little boy was wearing light blue cotton pyjamas that were stained with blood on the right side. The doctor tried to understand where the bruising was coming from. It appeared to be a localized one in the lumbar region. He carefully lifted his shirt to check and grimaced. There was a blood-soaked bandage with a small drainage tube protruding from the center. At first glance, it looked like a post-operative bandage from kidney surgery. The doctor, Alessandra, felt a strong sense of unreality. As far as she knew, there were no hospitals nearby. Maybe a private clinic. They smeared the child's chest with grey gelatin and then applied the suction cup electrodes of the electrocardiograph. Alessandra checked the monitor and his heartbeat was now regular. However, his blood pressure was dropping rapidly, already between 90 and 60, perhaps a side effect of the anti-inflammatory medication he had been given. Under the bandage, the presence of several red spots confirmed the initial hypothesis. The little boy had undergone kidney surgery. If that story was in the newspaper, then was it real? Sometimes, legends are based on real witnesses and stories, so be careful. Thanks for watching guys, like every time, and see you next Friday for another video. Bye bye!